Hey guys, JuV Day 7. I was struggling to come up with a video idea for today. The one that I was trying to do earlier did not work straight away. It might need a bit more work, so I pushed it back and couldn't come up with something. And Jamie came up with a really good idea while we were on a date earlier. We went and saw a gig. We saw Mark Watson at the Lemon Tree, and it was, in the best ways, deranged. So good. Just so very, very good. I heard someone else say he was deranged, and it's just stuck in my head. It's the most affectionate use of deranged that you could possibly imagine, but regardless, Jamie came up with this really good idea for a video that I could do, and the idea is my dream celebrity D&D table. So this is one that we discussed quite a bit over our dinner, and it's a good one, I think. So let's just do a little run through of whom I think would work best in a D&D table with me GMing, because I think that that's where I'm best placed. I'm not going to claim to be the best GM, but I find I'm best able to focus on things if I am GMing while playing. That's just part of it. So, had a lot of thoughts, but first of all, Brennan Lee Mulligan has to be involved in some way, shape or form. If I'm not GMing, then I definitely would want him to be GMing. He's the one that I think fits best, but Brennan is definitely up there as being one of my favourite GMs. I've had him as my celebrity crush forever, David Tennant. Yeah, I just think he'd be good at it. It's sort of, yeah, he would work really well in an RPG setting. So I would love to see him guest on Dimension 20 or something. That would be great. He probably wouldn't do it because he's an incredibly busy guy, but it'd be amazing. To round out our so far all white guys table, we've got Hank Green. I think that Hank would gel really well with the rest. He's been in a game with Brennan before. Brennan ran Mentopolis for him, and that was real cool. And I think that those two bounce off each other really well, and I think David Tennant would fit in pretty well with that as well. But we can't have all pale males, so Abria Iyengar is definitely one that I would think of, but shouldn't just be the default of not pale male. I really like the idea of Siobhan Thompson. She's such a experienced Dimension 20 player, but she's again been in quite a lot, and so it's one of these ones where it's like, yeah, would she be that's already a couple of Dimension 20 alums in there, so maybe let's step away from that a bit more. Going back to the pale males, Kieran Gillen is an amazing comic book writer, would be amazing. He literally made a comic all about RPGs in the form of Die, and it's pretty damn good. Also, Brandon Sanderson would be a good candidate as well. I just love his world building, but he could run a game as well. So, some of the stuff that I definitely would look for in this sort of thing is, improbability, but just cleverness, or really being quick is something that's really good, and being able to sort of imagine characters and character beats is a real bonus as well. So there's quite a few authors that I've read quite a bit of recently, and I feel like Desiree Birch would be a really good one. She is one of the voices that's been in Night Vale a bunch, but also she was on various stuff. She's made the move over to the UK, and she did a season of Taskmaster, the UK Taskmaster, and she sort of definitely could play in that space a bit. I've always liked Will Wheaton since tabletop and Geek and Sundry days. I feel like I kind of want to give him a chance to do stuff, you know? Been a while since he was on an actual play, as far as I'm aware. There's any number of dropout people that would be amazing, but, it's difficult to choose, isn't it? It's difficult. It's very, very difficult to choose. Okay, if I had to choose a 6th in a style similar to Dimensional 20, here's who I would go with. Brendan Lee Mulligan, Hank Green, David Tennant, Sophie Duker, I think would be really good. She was on Taskmaster and she has done a bunch of stuff as well. She has Rose Matafeo, another one of my favourites from Taskmaster, and Kieran Gillen, the comic book writer. I think those 6 would be up there. There's some that are like close contenders, i.e. Will Wheaton, and all those other ones I mentioned would also be good. I think Sophie Duker and Rose Matafeo bring in some non-pale male energy that I think would work pretty well. So let's go with that. Let me know in the comments down below what your dream table for a TTRPG would be. I'd love to know, so tell me down there. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails over there to see other videos by me, click on the link in the description down below to join my Discord, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next day of JuV. Bye!